Welcome to A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson, where we highlight, celebrate, and recognize students from all over the country who are doing great things in the classroom, community, and athletics. Every student deserves an opportunity for hope and a future. So let's celebrate our students, the next generation of teachers, engineers, entrepreneurs, and future leaders. Join us on another incredible segment of A Better Chance for Youth show with your host, Monique Robinson.
Welcome, and welcome. Now look, guys, I got the green on, so yeah, it's one of those days where we have another episode of Look at What Wilberforce Did. So we have a guest today. Now, surprisingly, I had her sister on here before, and I didn't even know she had a sister. How about that? Now, before we get started with our guests, I'd like to thank everyone who donated to us for Giving Tuesday. But if you check out, periodically throughout the show, I will drop the link just in case you missed us on Giving Tuesday, because, you can give to us and your donation is totally tax deductible. Why? Because we are a total 501c3 nonprofit organization, public charity. So that means, yes, I have a full-time job, but I also love your donations because it helps us for events like the one we have coming up on December 14th. Like, check this out, y'all. Wrong one. We have HBCU night at the Wonder Chamber. Okay? What that will be is the Wonder Chamber. I need to quit pushing buttons. The Wonder Chamber is a selfie museum. So come take your holiday pictures, drop your toy donation off. And if you can't make it, I will give you the Giveify link and you can come support us then. So I just got to get that out the way. Now, we do have several people who plan on attending. And, we do have a HBCU. If you are in this area, we will have a group photo done. So wear your gear. I either might wear Wilberforce or, HBCU. Haven't really totally figured that out yet. But we encourage everyone to come at the Wonder Chamber between 4 and 8 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. The last time I went, a time was had. But yes, bring your smiles, a fully charged device that you can take pictures on, and a smile. So after this commercial, I will bring on my guest for the day. Now, like I said, she is power-packed and a Wilberforce alum. And, you're going to be amazed by this one after this.
Are you interested in attending an historically black college or university? Hello, my name is Robert Mason. I'm president and founder of the Common Black College application. Our application allows students to apply to over 50 historically black colleges and universities at the same time for only $20. HBCU graduates have been some of the most renowned individuals in their respective fields since the late 1800s. In addition to that, our faculty and staff are truly committed to your success, and they have a vested interest in seeing that you do well. That, coupled with the academic rigor and the fact that you will establish lifelong relationships, are just some of the many benefits of your attending an historically black college or university. So if you're interested in completing the Common Black College app, visit our website at commonblackcollegeapp.com to apply now. Thank you, and get educated.
Welcome back. I told y'all after our quick break and my, ability to just push buttons too fast. So I'm sorry. I'm in one of those moods today. I'm just pushing buttons and everything is happening. So welcome to the show. Tell us who you are and where you're from.
Hello, my name is Shava. I am a songwriter, an artist, musician, producer, and I'm from Michigan, Flint, Michigan.
Awesome sauce. Okay, I missed that area a little bit. I missed it
A little bit.
Well, that is so cool. So, how did you get to Wilberforce?
Hey, I got there because my sister was there, so it was like a given. I had a high school counselor and like everybody else, but my sister was like, I don't know, when you have like an older sister, like a big sister, they just kind of leave little droplings and you just kind of like, they leave the blueprint, you know? So I just felt like it was going to be like easy for me because she was there, and it was like I knew I wanted to go to school. I knew I wanted to go to a HBCU, and my sister had already laid the blueprint. So that's how I ended up going. Yeah.
That's awesome. So you went because your sister went. That's kind of cool. Were y'all there at the same time?
No, actually, she had graduated like before I graduated, but she still lived like an hour away. And
Oh.
so my freshman year, like I was never really on campus like that. Like I was always at her house. Yeah, like hanging with her friends and like just kind of getting schooled, like just getting the game from like the upperclassmen or the graduates, if
See,
you
you had a
will.
preview before you got there, so that's nice.
Yes, yes. So my experience was a little different because I was like, I just kind of knew what to look out for, you know, how to stay focused. So yeah.
Wow. See, I wish I had that insight. Mine is a little different though, because my parents graduated from Wilberforce,
Okay, yeah.
so it's kind of different. But I wish I had a sibling that. I
What?
was don't get me wrong. I had siblings. I had siblings through the choir.
Okay,
So we'll say it that way. But
exactly. Like,
that's pretty cool for you. So, what did you do while you was at Wilberforce?
while I was there, I was a mass comm major.
Wow.
And so I was also in choir, gospel choir mainly. I did a couple of events with the university choir. They were like they were super disciplined. So I like gospel choir a little bit more, but the university choir was like the top notch like choir that you wanted to be a part of. Like you just had to have the schedule for it. So I did choir. Um, choir, I would hang out like in the music dorm, I mean in the music building all the time with like other musicians and producers, and just I just stayed around the music like in the events. So
Oh wow. That's pretty cool. Now you done struck my heart because I was in the university choir. Now you said we disciplined. What you mean by that?
like I mean that's it's a good thing because it's like I remember going to university choir, and they were like, he's gonna make you sing, you gotta do a solo. Like I think I personally I was a little intimidated because
What?
university choir was singing in Egypt at the White House, like on the Today Show. Come on, like I wasn't ready for it. I was overstimulated by university choir, but
Okay.
gospel choir was like you come in, you can kind of come in late a little bit, you lay
No.
back, you can freestyle, you know. So
Mm-mm.
that's how it was. But I did travel with them. We went to New York one time, and they had like took us to Sylvia's restaurant. I met Rochelle Farrell. Like we sang backup for her. Like it was like an experience. But
You
it
talking about the
definitely,
university choir, right? Though.
yes, yes. I got invited. Like they invited me to go with them to sing. And that alone, that was enough for me. I was like, okay, I can put this on my resume. Like, you
Yeah.
know. So
It came with those perks. Now, and
yeah.
I had friends who was in. Shout out to New Voices
Mhm.
and Praise. I did have friends that was in that, but we were separate. We were separate. It was Wilberforce University Choir, New Voices and Praise. But
Mhm.
I see they trying to like make it the same, and I'm like, no, it's not the same.
It's not. No, it's not. It's not.
But I love them though. They had some amazing singers. I of course grew up religious background, but I also went to performing arts, so I get it.
Yeah.
University choir
Yeah.
is not for the faint at heart. If you in
Mm-mm.
any school, you gonna work university choir, and they
Yeah.
challenged me. So I think that was the first choir in my musical experience that I've ever been in where everybody is a soloist. Never
Exactly.
never in my life have I experienced anything like that, because it was like I that's always been what I was, a soloist. And then I look in there and I'm like, God, this man just pointed people and they sing. So yeah, it was rough. But you
Yeah.
had a different director than you didn't have Jaws.
No,
So
I heard about, like, you could, like, his name like rang throughout the campus, and that was the deal breaker for me, because that's who they talked about, and that's how that was the level of like professionalism you had to be ready for when you
Mhm.
stepped in that building. Because, and I had to be honest, like, I was a first year, like, and I had to get used to like my classes, and they were like, you got to put this over your major. Like, I was like, I can't, I just don't know how to do it. but but
Listen,
I definitely have, like, all of my friends in my inner circle were there, so
that's good.
I was in the winning circle still, so
That's good. That's what.
it
Well,
was.
see, you had a surrounding circle, but I will tell anybody that's watching this, and you contemplating music or any type of thing that represents the campus, you got to be disciplined and you got to have time management. I learned all of that. I learned all of that in the university choir, because when we were there, we had practice. I think Monday and Thursday, I believe, was at 6 o'clock, because usually that Friday we was pulling out to go tour or go
Mhm.
sing somewhere, and then and the other time it was at 4. And I apologize every time I'm on here to my classmates, because I had this problem and I just was not gonna let Jaws get the last word. I know I had a pass. I grew up, but
See, you
so
look one of
anybody
them.
in that, yeah, yeah. So I allegedly learned how to cook in my dorm room and things like that, because I was gonna miss meal anyway, because I'm arguing with Jaws. But I learned to fight with this instead of this. So
Yeah,
I grew up.
that's a
But
step.
you got to. So if they're, after this commercial, we got to take a quick commercial break, and pray I push the right buttons, because I've been on one today, pushing everything wrong. But after this commercial break, when we come back, I want you to tell me, like, if it's that one professor at Wilberforce that you could just be like, look, I want to send you a thank you letter because you have helped me grow and glow. So after this commercial break, when we come back, I want you to answer that for us. Now, pray I push the right button.
Celebrate the excellence of HBCUs with the HBCU Trivia Game. This board game provides an exciting and educational way to learn about notable alumni, historical events, sports news, and more. This trivia game is sure to be a hit and perfect for college-bound youth, alumni, and the entire family. Don't miss out on this opportunity to support, educate, and entertain Get the HBCU Trivia Game today. Go to hbcutriviagame.net to order.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm sitting here with my friend. I went to school with her sister, which I didn't, like I said earlier, I didn't know that she had a sister. That's amazing how you learn something about people every day. But it's your time to shine, little sis. So if you could thank a professor or somebody that impacted you while you were at, I learned to say this because I'm around a whole bunch of HBCU grads, and this is how they say their names. So I'm going to start saying Wilberforce like that. When you were at the Wilberforce University, what professor would that be?
Well, first of all, when I was at the Wilberforce University, a professor that really cultivated me, like my professionalism, my skill level, I would have to say Dr. Tanya Moore, because she challenged me to just go above and beyond, like, to not be mediocre in my writing, in anything that I set out to do. I would say, even though I was a mass comm major, I was heavily, like, into the entertainment industry, into music, and she just gave me a full, like, a well-rounded just perspective of how to be successful in every area. So I definitely would have to give her, like, all of her flowers. Dr. Mrs. Wingard, Dr. Wingard, she challenged me as a writer. Like I thought I had it all together, entering college, going into advanced English lit, and she got me all the way together as a writer. So those two professors, hands down, like they set the bar really high.
Now we gotta rewind that back. You said Dr. Mora. You had Dr. Mora?
I definitely had Dr. Moore. Yes.
I love Dr. Mora to life. I don't say to death, but I love her to life. Let me tell you a story about Dr. Mora. My freshman year, this true story, allegedly. I say allegedly because I don't want my students to, do as I say, not as I do. But Dr. Mora, I had this bright idea in careers and humanities. I was just trying to get it done. Like, back then we didn't have computers in our dorm room yet. And we didn't have laptops, and, according to my age. But I wrote this paper for careers and humanities in pencil. And I just knew she was, I put my heart into that paper. She politely, oh, this is a wonderful paper, but you need to turn it back in. And she politely gave me a grade. I ain't gonna say the grade, but we all know. But that paper was in. But I really, really love the lessons that she taught. That's why I was like, Dr. Moore, oh, she's a sweetheart. I really, really, and a good supporter too. So that's great.
Yeah.
That is great.
Yes. She took
So,
us to the she took us to the Millions More movement in
oh
DC,
wow,
and she just she just helped us just become just don't take no, just don't take no.
that's
So,
her. So she had the same. You had her and I had her, and we experienced the same thing. So we can't make this up. But
right.
she was a gift that I
Mhm.
wish I would have appreciated more when I was on campus.
Yeah, yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, oh my gosh, she's so mean, she's so
Yeah.
tough. She raised this
Mhm.
bar so high. But now I look back at it, and that's the same level of expectation that I set for the scholars I deal with. So, hey,
Amen.
just
But
saying. So you was a communication major?
yes.
So was you
Yes.
in the school paper? Like, did you run the mirror?
I definitely wrote for the Mirror. And I'm
Awesome.
not even I still have some of my old Mirror, and I'm like, what was I talking about? But they were issues that we were, that was popular at the time, and I was like, this is so terrible. But it was an experience. I think the New Mirror, we were trying to be the shade room at the
Oh,
time,
that
because it
makes sense.
was it was our year was on the brink of the whole social media revolution. We were at the forefront of it, so everything was about what's going on, what's happening. So we had to keep up with everything going on nationally, and we would put it in the paper. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
you might want to
Mhm.
frame them. That's pretty big. I remember when I was there. I believe it was one of our choir mates, Lester Holmes. He did the mirror, and it was really good. I like those student led newsletters. They need to kind of bring those back. I don't know if it still exists, but
Yeah, it definitely was it was definitely a good experience. Yeah.
that's awesome. See, yeah, look, I'm learning more stuff now.
Yeah. The
What
Mirror.
before? Yes, that was my thing. Like I used to, you go read the mirror. What was it, MySpace back then, or was it something? I don't know.
Black
I
Planet.
aged myself.
Oops. 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 It was Facebook.
Oh yeah, it was Facebook. We gonna say Facebook and Instagram. We not gonna go age ourselves. Not today. You had to be there. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
The original. But I'm just playing. But that's so cool. Now, Wilberforce, when I was there, we did a co-op. Did y'all have a co-op program when you were there?
Yes, yes. That's like the internships, right?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
similar to that. I believe Mr. Blakely. I don't know if he was there. Like, it's funny because I talk to students now, and then I also talk to alum that are a little bit younger than me, and then I deal with my parents. So it's like all these different generations of Wilberforce that everybody has their own experience. That's what makes it a unique and loving place.
Right.
Now, you did some internships when you were there.
Yes.
You didn't really go into it because see, you and your sister, I gotta pull information out of y'all. And I'm like, they sitting on gold mines. So tell us about your internship while you was there.
It was definitely through the co-op program. We had Dr. Hardy Brown. He was over our cooperative education program, and so I was like, just so eager, like that student who wanted to like just figure out a way to get into the music business. And so we had my experience was with Sony. One of the directors or the HR directors from Sony came to the campus, and I was like an ambassador at the time, and so I got to give him the tour. And so while me and like other students were giving him the tour, I just kind of asked if I could come and work at Sony in New York, and he was like, I'll call you and I'll let you know. We end up following up with him, and I end up going to New York, staying with my sister who was in Brooklyn at the time, and I worked in Manhattan at the Sony headquarters on 550 Madison Avenue. So that was like the first one, and then that kind of opened doors for other like record labels, smaller labels. And so having that experience working in the marketing department and just in their Sony's legacy department, I just kind of gave like I got like a good experience, and I was able to like just kind of learn the music business, like behind the scenes, learn about copyright, learn about trademark, and just all of the important things that kind of protect you as like a creative. So
Wow. Look at
yeah.
you. I mean, you doing it big. And see, I wouldn't have asked about that internship. So young people, parents, families, right now it's
Mhm.
December. It's time to start looking for those internships because you're gonna be going home over the summer if you choose to go home. Now, if you like me, when I was in school, you could probably find an internship in another city or state and
Right.
make it work. Just saying. She did. So what have you been doing since you have graduated from Wilberforce?
Since I've been graduated, I love education. So I've been working in education for like forever. Like I've worked in like several youth programs, youth
Ooh,
organizations. Right now I have a unique position where I'm doing marketing for an elementary school. And so I get to get with the kids, we get to mic up, we get to do videos, they give presentations, and I get to capture all that footage, and I get to serve as their media director. So that's my job. But
that's
my
so cool.
yeah, so that's what I've been doing. To give back and to serve. My passion is music, so I'm always creating. They have to drag me out of the studio because I just love making music. Like, and I think working with the youth, it gives me a good balance. So.
I like that. That's cool. That's really really cool. So
Mhm.
I heard because you know I do research on everybody that come on here because I just have to know like I don't know who I'm talking to. Now I heard you have like a project or something
Oh,
that you
oh
working on.
yes.
You're like she know all my. I told you I'm a researcher.
Yes. Oh goodness. Yeah, I do. I actually do. Like I feel like it's been a long time coming, and this project is called Through Me.
Okay.
It's on my website. It's shehopepublishing.com. But yeah, the project is called Through Me. It is definitely a testimony. Like I said, like I've been doing music like my entire life, writing songs, and I just felt like I finally have something that resonates with me, something that motivates me. And I was able to just kind of put that together, just thinking about everything that I've like experienced in life. And God just kind of like, my faith is just like strengthened because of like being able to write this song. And I'm just trying to like just kind of simplify it, but it's really special to me, and a lot of people have been saying that, you know, it ministered to them. So just coming from a music background and being a songwriter, working in the business and life experiences, like I was able to just, you know, just sit down and dig deep and write this project. So I'm definitely it's definitely on my website. You should check it out. It's called Through Me. It's also on all of the streaming platforms as well. So yeah, I'm doing my thing with music. So
I love that for you. That's really awesome. So it's like a full circle moment for you.
yeah, it
That's
is
cool.
because
That's really
yeah,
good. Now I'm looking at the title of your company. How did you get that title?
you really want to know. So
Oh Lord, it's a story. Oh.
so I was like I was in Louisiana, and
Okay.
I was like, you know, it was like during the time where that song she got it, like it was like a hip-hop song, and I was like, dang, I really like that song because I do got it, you know. And it was the first the name of the company was She Got It Entertainment. And
Okay.
so I was like just trying to come up with, you know, just trying to market that. And then COVID happened, and it was
Yeah.
like, I don't got COVID. Like, you know, like I was just thinking, like, I don't got it, like, whatever. But I was like, what else can I say? Like, you know, and I just always been very hopeful and very positive, very inspiring, motivating
That's
people
good.
around me. And so I was like, I'm just gonna call it She Hope Publishing. And I know it sounds weird, but it's a believe me, it's a method to it. And the publishing came with me writing songs and wanting to help other artists publish their works. So I was like, I'm going with that. I'm going with it. And I got the LLC, I copywrote it, I went through the trademark. So I just kind of just went with that. And I mean, I love it. And then the logo, I love the logo because it kind of, it's like a hopeful type of symbol. So
Wow.
it's just yeah, it works and it feels good. So yeah.
I like that. And no, it would never sound, your vision is your vision. God gave it to you.
Mhm.
So it makes sense to you. So I wouldn't worry about what other people think. I just thought it was a creative name. I'm like, wow, how did she come up with that? So
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
amazing. I love that for you. Like, look at you. You
Thank
got like the
you.
whole thing. So you beyond hope. You like she vision right now. So
Oh, I love it. I love
awesome.
it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we got to take, I have to run these commercials, and I hate it because we were having like such a good conversation, but it's almost time to go. I know time flies when you having fun, but when we come back after this last commercial break, any final thoughts or any final thing that you want to share with our young people, our listening audience, and people who are watching right after this? Welcome back. Welcome back. So look, I'm here. I had a wonderful conversation with my my new little sis here. And, before we go, I know she's just going to give us some inspiring, words of encouragement, because she's inspired us through her vision and creativity this whole show. So thank you for coming. I truly, truly appreciate you taking time out your busy schedule to spend with us. But what you got for us?
Thank you so much, Dr. Robinson. It's been awesome, and I'm so glad to have you as my second big sister. I just want to tell the young people out there two things. One, exhaust every possibility. Exhaust every possibility. If you need to do something or you want to get somewhere, exhaust every possibility to get it done. The second thing I want to tell you is, whatever it is that, God placed in your heart, whatever your dreams are, and whatever steps you have to take to get to them, do it. Do it, because time is going to go by regardless. And, if you have to take a class, if you have to start a business, do it, because time is going to go by regardless. And I wouldn't let anything get in my way.
Love it, love it, love it. Again, thank you for coming and those powerful words. I'm like, oh, I don't want to follow that. But again, guys, if you are looking or watching the replay, on the bottom of the screen is how you can donate, support. We do have a couple of projects, and I hope to see everybody December 14th at the Wonder Chamber. And, yes, it's called the Wonder Chamber, but it's actually a place, a family place where you can go take pictures, the different scenes. And, did I mention we have one of our favorite local DJs, DJ Big Cat from OMG Sounds, will be there. So it's going to be a total vibe. Haven't decided Wilberforce or HBCU, but I hope you are there. Again, thank you for watching A Better Chance Television. And also, check out our little sis, video. Support the cause. She gave all her information on how you can follow her. And if there's anything I can do on my end, let me know. Till next time.
For inspiration, motivation, and the good news of Jesus Christ, look no further. The Daily Gospel Network has what you need. With more than 300 ministries from all over the country broadcasting every week, you're sure to get your dose of spirit-filled encouragement from the great programs on the Daily Gospel Network. Catch the Daily Gospel Network on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all mobile devices, and the internet.
Tune in to A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network, the television show dedicated to highlighting incredible students on their quest to change the world. Join us every week as we uplift the youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. Catch A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network. Thanks for watching A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson, the television show where we highlight incredible students in their quest to change the world. Join us each and every week as we uplift our youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. So until next time, God bless. From your friends on A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson.